There are people who are very close to us. They might be our parents, siblings, partner, or colleagues. People we once loved deeply and shared countless memories with. But one day, you begin to realize their energy is quietly pulling you down. They constantly complain. They view everything through a lens of negativity. They make the space around them feel heavy and suffocating. You wake up to their size. You go to work with a quiet dread, afraid of hearing more criticism or blame. And when you come home, you feel even more exhausted than when you left. You don't hate them, but you're drained. Not because they did something wrong, but because you simply don't have enough light left to live near a place so full of shadows. And worse, you can't walk away. You can't move out. You can't change your job. You can't abandon someone you care about. So you ask yourself, how can I not get pulled into this? How do I stop repeating the same karmic patterns when every day still brings the same old struggles? But the core truth is this. As the Buddha once taught, no one can bind you if your mind is free from attachment. You can't change others, but you can change how you see and how you respond. And in doing so, karma can no longer touch you. Here are 5 practices rooted in Buddhist wisdom to stop old karma from dragging you down. Detach inwardly, even if you can't detach outwardly. The Buddha called this clearly knowing, yet not clinging. You may still live with them, still care for them if needed, but don't let their world take over your mind. When they complain or speak harshly, return to your breath. Anchor yourself in the body and let their words pass like clouds. No one can make you suffer unless there is already a seed of suffering in you. Thich, Nhat, mindfulness becomes an invisible wall. No one can cross it unless you allow them to. See them through the lens of karma, not judgment. When faced with negativity, the Buddha taught us to reflect. Beings act according to their karma. Understanding this, anger fades. You don't have to carry their weight. You don't need to fix them. Just recognize this person is being led by their karmic patterns. They are suffering, and from that place, they cause others to suffer. And when you stop resisting them, the karmic bond between you begins to dissolve. Sometimes you care too much and you want them to change. You try everything, talking, explaining, helping, pleading, but you end up exhausted and they grow distant, withdrawn. Why? Because trying to change someone is a subtle form of attachment. Even if it comes from love, it's still a craving, and all craving leads to suffering. Just as the Buddha taught, no one is the true cause of your suffering. Suffering arises from your desire for things to be different. Thich Nhat Hanh. They may be stuck in their own karmic web. They may not be ready to look inward, or maybe the conditions for their transformation simply aren't there yet. You cannot force fruit to ripen when the seed hasn't sprouted. What you can do is create fertile ground through your own mindful energy. So what's the right way? Let go of the urge to fix them. Instead, turn back inward. Tend to your own body, mind, speech, and actions. Be a quiet light, not a preacher. When you are calm, your energy radiates. When you no longer react, the karma between you starts to unravel. You may not be able to change anyone, but you can become the kind of presence that inspires change from within. And that is how the Buddha helped others, not through words, but through presence. Protect your own field of mindful energy like tending a sacred flame. You must keep nourishing yourself from within. Meditate, chant, write with awareness. Go out into nature. Do what helps you feel grounded and alive. When the mind is clear, the world becomes clear. And when you shine brightly, darkness has no power over you. Choose your response instead of reacting. The wise, said the Buddha, are skillful and aware in every word and action. If they lash out, you can simply smile. If they erupt in anger, you can quietly step away. Silence, grounded in the Dharma, is a form of powerful compassion. You don't need to win. You don't need to teach them a lesson. Just protect the peace within your own heart. 5. Send loving energy silently, a little each day. Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal law, Dhammapada. You don't have to say anything. Just hold the thought in your heart. May you be at peace. May you be free from the suffering that drives your actions. Each time you do this, you're not creating more karmic entanglement. You're gently loosening the knots of old karma with the thread of boundless compassion. You don't need to run away from the world. You only need to turn inward and let your heart become an island of stillness. Because as the Buddha once said, be a light unto yourself. Seek no external refuge.